What's up guys, welcome back to NBD Vault. Today we're looking at some cards that I just got graded by Legacy Grading and we're going to see how close my predictions were. So Legacy Grading is a sports card grading company that's based out of Kentucky and they do professional condition grading services for any type of sports cards. So I sent in 10 cards from a wide variety of my collection, kind of all over the map. And I wanted to see if my predictions were close to what they graded them at. So I believe the first one that they have on their list is the David Ortiz card. This is the 2007 David Ortiz card. It's nothing crazy, it's just a facsimile auto. And they, I predicted this card would grade, I said a 6. This is a card that I've had sitting in my attic for years. So I wasn't expecting it to be a 10 because, you know, when things are in the attic, they're shuffled around. You can obviously very clearly see a lot of wear on the edges. I knew it wasn't going to be great. I guess I didn't know how bad it was. But this card graded a 1. So not great, but honestly, in some ways, it's kind of fun. This was the card that we would like run around the house playing with when we were, 7 and 8 years old, me and my buddies. This was like the play card. So if nothing else other than now, it's not gonna ever be in any worse condition since it's in a beautiful slab. It's fun. It's a fun memory to be able to hold on to and know that the card's gonna stay in good shape. The second card is kind of a weird one. This is the Great Outdoors Zdeno Chara out of 500. This card I was actually gifted by a friend of ours, and it's from the Winter Classic, which was played at Fenway. Zdeno Chara is my favorite hockey player of all time. It's from 2012, and it's just a really cool card. I knew it wasn't going to be perfect. I knew it was not going to be perfect because it's been in a drawer for a couple years. I didn't even have it in a sleeve like an idiot. My prediction on this one was, I said this would probably be a 7 out of 10. I knew it's been, like I said, knew it's been in a drawer. The corners did look pretty good and I didn't see any big surface scratches. But this one graded a 9.5. 9.5. You can't be mad at that at all. That's a mint plus. The notes on the Zdeno Chara was excellent overall condition. Under angled lighting, there's slight surface indentations on the front, located just above the Great Outdoors banner. Yep, I see him. Minor imperfections prevented this card from receiving a gem level grade. Awesome. I totally understand. I agree. I knew it wasn't going to be a 10 out of 10, but you can't be mad about a 9.5 for a card that kind of got shuffled around a lot. The next one is the Rookies and Stars. It's just a base insert of Cam Scatabo, but this card is a rookie card. I thought it was going to be in a little bit better shape since I just pulled it, but that doesn't always mean a lot. So I predicted that this card would have, I predicted this card at a 9 out of 10. Like I said, it was brand new. So, but it actually got 8.5. Can't be mad about an 8.5. I mean, it's a brand new card, but that doesn't always mean anything. This is probably on the shelf somewhere getting banged around in a hanger pack. So, yeah, it's okay. Card is strong overall condition. On the front, both top corners exhibit slight damage and corner softening. Imperfections contribute to the final grade. Yeah, I see it. I agree. That's okay. The next card is the Rookies and Stars Travion Henderson rookie. Again, this one was pulled straight out of a pack, so I thought it'd be a 9.5-ish. I didn't notice anything crazy except for one minor corner ding on this bottom right corner. But this one was graded a 9. See, okay, pretty good. Yeah, I was thinking 9.5, but I definitely understand. I mean, Card is excellent overall condition, both the top right and bottom right corners. So I didn't even notice the top right had some issues, but yeah, this is a really cool card though. So I'm good with a 9, and I'm glad that because of the way they slab these, I know that they'll be preserved. While we're kind of in the middle of this, their slabs are phenomenal. I mean, the detail on the back, that you get a QR code that gives you kind of a breakdown, very similar to what I have printed off here. The size is very comparable to PSAs. PSAs is just a little bit taller, but like overall, they feel exact same quality. I actually kind of like the size of Legacy grading. It's a little bit more, it's a little bit easier to handle, but displays very well, and it looks awesome. You can set it, display it next to a PSA graded card, and you won't, it's not a huge difference. It's not going to, catch your eye necessarily that something's wrong. They really would blend in some type of display. So that's pretty awesome. The next card is a 2025 Topps Finest Drake May. The King, Drake May. Love this card. It's not a rookie card. I just liked it. It's from technically his sophomore season, but it's Drake May, so I'll buy it. I thought that this one would probably grade a 9 out of a 10. I got this a couple weeks ago. It was in a sleeve. It was in a top loader when I got it from eBay. So sometimes that's usually a good sign that maybe it's been kept in pretty good shape. So yeah, it actually graded 9.5. Mint plus. That's pretty awesome. What do they have to say? The card is in excellent overall condition. On the front, left side, just below the football, in the player's hands. Oh, yeah, there's a small indentation, and I see it right here. Sure enough. Okay. Well, you learned something, but the corners are in good shape. Centering's good. Very, very cool card. So not at all mad about a 9.5 on a nice Drake May card. That's awesome. Next card, kind of a weird one. Rookie Matthew Golden card from draft day. So this card I thought was in kind of better shape. I did see a small mark on the top left corner, a little dog ear here. So I guessed 9 out of 10, and wouldn't you guess it? 9 out of 10. But pretty cool card. I'm not a big Packers fan, but Matthew Golden was fun on my fantasy team last year, so I'm not mad about that. Next we have, talk about a very random card, a rookie Kyle McCord with the red parallel there. I thought because this card was brand new that it probably would rank pretty well, probably grade pretty well. I had it as a 10, and Legacy graded this at a 9.5, mint plus. Very, very cool. Yeah, and this one honestly looks really good. The red, and something about the red in the slab that it's in, and the way the light still catches it just right, that really does look awesome. So very happy about that. Next one is a 2005 Score Tom Brady card. Again, kind of one that was a play card as a little kid, 20 years ago. So knew it wasn't going to be in perfect shape. Found it in an old drawer, actually in the attic again. So wasn't super, didn't have the highest hopes for this one. I said this one would probably be, I said probably 7 out of 10. Yeah, probably 7 out of 10. It's a nice looking card. There's nothing crazy wrong with it, and I got a 5. All right, it got a 5. Very severe surface scratching on front and back. Top edge also shows slight bends and folds. Surface and structural imperfections resulted in final grade. Yeah, I think I'm seeing it now. Yeah, that's okay. You can't expect too much else. This card's 21 years old, and it was not taken care of very well. So, the only other cards that we haven't looked at yet is the 2025 Donruss Joe Burrow Dominators card. This is a beautiful looking card. I mean, when the light hits it, it just looks awesome. So I thought this one was in pretty good shape. I thought it would be a 10 out of 10. So I didn't see anything wrong with it at all. And it's a beautiful card. So I really thought this would get a 10, and it got the 10. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. All right, that's our first 10. And the last card here is a Drake May 2025 Topps Finest Reflash card, which is, I really like this card. And this one I thought was in perfect shape. It's been in a sleeve, it's been taken care of. I thought it could get a 10, maybe a 9.5. Thought it could get a 10. And this one was graded a, ooh, wow. Got the 10 on the Reflash Drake May. So we got 2 10s, a couple 9.5s, a couple of 9s on the Travion and the Matthew Golden, 8.5 on the Cam Scatterbo, a 5 on the old Brady card, and a 1 on the David Ortiz. Overall, wickedly impressed with the grading, the presentation, the slab, the explanation that you get when you get graded from Legacy. If nothing else, even on some of these cards that aren't, they're not going to ever get a PSA 10. I know that they're not going to get damaged or scratched or dinged ever again. They're sealed in a slab, and that's good to know. A couple of these cards are a huge part of my childhood, with the Ortiz and the Brady and the Chara. So it's just good to know that they're not going to go anywhere. And then for some of these cards that got a 10, it's good to know that they're in perfect condition and there's no noticeable defects at all. That if I ever wanted to cross them over and get them graded from PSA, I would have a pretty good shot at getting a 10. They are in perfect shape, physically. So overall, I'm very, very happy with Legacy grading. Like I said, they're based out of Kentucky, so not too far from us down here in Tennessee. But this is a phenomenal presentation that they put together. The unboxing experience, it was phenomenal. They also turn these cards around insanely fast. So overall, I'm very, very impressed. I look forward to getting some more cards graded from them in the future, especially some of these that you want to just be sealed, that you don't never want to have to think about. And also, they make for a great display. So that's all for today's video, guys. Thanks for checking it out. We'll see you on the next one.